Hello, bakers. Welcome to BAKERpedia's Wisdom Wednesday. Today's topic is Gimme Some Soft and Tenderness, Secrets to Achieving Irresistibly Soft Bread Rolls. Soft bread rolls, with their pillowy texture and melt-in-your-mouth goodness, are a staple in many bakeries around the world. In North America, they are practically a must for hot dogs and hamburgers, as well as Sunday dinners and special occasions. Achieving that perfect level of softness can be an art, requiring attention to detail and the right techniques. In this Wisdom Wednesday, we'll uncover the secrets to making soft bread rolls that will leave everyone coming back for more. Number 1, high-quality ingredients. First up on the list are ingredients. The foundation of any great bread roll starts with high-quality ingredients. Opt for bread flour with 10 to 11% protein level on a 14% moisture basis, which will provide the necessary structure and gluten development for soft, fluffy rolls. Additionally, using fresh yeast or active dry yeast that has been properly activated will ensure a good rise and a light, airy texture. When using instant yeast, an osmotolerant yeast will provide improved performance in the high sugar type of formulation. Work with suppliers for the best combinations of other conditioners and improvers. Many have ready-to-use concentrates with everything balanced for your needs. Different style applications and target results may need different combinations. Emulsifiers like lecithin, monodiglycerides, sodium sterolactylate, and possibly others. Hydrocolloid gums such as xanthan, locust bean, and cellulose. L-cysteine is a conditioner often used in these applications, and of course specialty enzymes can be very effective as well. Complementary starches provide certain texture characteristics. Potato starch or potato flour is very popular. Number 2, proper technique. Proper kneading is essential for developing the gluten network in the dough, which gives bread its structure and elasticity. Knead the dough until it becomes smooth and elastic, which can take up to about 6 to 10 minutes, depending on the type of mixer. Employing an autolyse to allow the protein in the flour to hydrate before adding other ingredients and mixing the dough can also be beneficial. Growing in popularity in artisanal methods, it's what's known as Tang Zong, translating as water roux. This is where a portion of the flour is cooked with a portion of the water or milk to form a thick paste. This is then cooled and added to the dough mixing process. The gelatinization of the starches helps produce a very soft and moist crumb. Number 3, incorporate the fat. Adding fat to the dough, such as butter or oil, helps to tenderize the crumb and keep the roll soft and moist. Incorporate the fat into the dough during the mixing or kneading process, ensuring that it is evenly distributed. With high-fat formulas, this is best done after the dough has been developed, as the fat will lubricate the gluten and delay dough development. At the same time, don't be afraid to be generous with the fat. It's what gives the bread rolls that irresistible melt-in-your-mouth quality. What is known as rich man's brioche is almost cake-like in texture and will typically have up to 50% butter in ratio to flour weight. Number 4, use milk or milk powder. Replacing some or all of the water in the dough with milk or milk powder can also contribute to softer bread rolls. The proteins and sugars present in the milk help to tenderize the crumb and add richness to the flavor. If using milk powder, simply add it to the dough after the autolace, or together with the dry ingredients, if using a direct method. If using liquid milk, heat it gently to scald it and cool to lukewarm before adding to the mixer. This prevents the whey from adversely affecting yeast fermentation. Number 5, proper proofing. Proper fermenting and proofing is crucial for achieving soft, airy bread rolls. Allow the bulk dough to rise in a warm, draft-free environment until it has doubled in size. This bulk fermentation can take 1 to 2 hours at room temperature. Volume is the visual cue for sufficient bulk fermentation. Internal dough temperature is another method to monitor. In a controlled proofing room or cabinet at 85 degrees Fahrenheit or 29 Celsius, this is generally 1 hour. Avoid rushing the fermentation or proofing process, as this can result in underdeveloped flavor and texture. The final proof before baking takes place in a slightly warmer and more humid proofer of 90 to 95 degrees Fahrenheit and 90% humidity. Depending on various formulation characteristics, this can be anywhere from 30 to 90 minutes. Number 6, gentle handling. Handle the dough somewhat gently and avoid overworking the dough. Divide the dough into desired portion weights and shape each portion into a smooth, round ball. This may be manually or mechanically depending on your process. Place or deposit the shaped rolls on the appropriately prepared baking sheets, leaving enough space between them for expansion during baking. Number 8, brush with butter. For an extra touch of indulgence and to keep the crust soft, brush or spray the baked rolls with melted butter as soon as they come out of the oven. The butter adds flavor and moisture to the rolls while also giving them a glossy, golden brown finish. Allow the rolls to cool thoroughly before packaging. Check that the internal temperature is at or close to the room temperature where packaging. This will prevent condensation in the package and extend the shelf life. Number 9, storage tips. To keep bread rolls soft and fresh longer, store them in an airtight container or resealable plastic bag. At room temperature, avoid storing them in the refrigerator, as the cold temperatures can cause them to dry out and become stale. This is known as starch retrogradation. Soft rolls can also be frozen for later use. Simply wrap them tightly in plastic wrap or aluminum foil and place them in a freezer bag or container. To reheat frozen rolls, thaw them at room temperature first, then warm them in a low oven until heated through. To wrap up your Wisdom Wednesday today, making soft bread rolls requires attention to detail and the right techniques. By using high-quality ingredients, proper kneading, incorporating fat, using milk or milk powder, proper proofing, gentle handling, brushing with butter, and follow proper storage tips, you can achieve irresistibly soft and delicious bread rolls that will delight your customers. My name is Mark Floerke. You can also catch me on my Baked in Science podcast, wherever you get your podcasts. This has been BAKERpedia's Wisdom Wednesday.